What a tactic, man. What a tactic. 74% possession. That's what you get playing this tactic. This is the new meta. Okay. Starting off with the formation. A 5-2-2-1 formation for the main tactic. Long ball counter as the main playing style. Let's start with the goalkeeper because we do have a low defensive line with LBC. You can go for a defensive goalkeeper that purely focuses on defending on the goal line, not need to go out. Awareness is not important. I would rather focus on higher reflexes, reach and parrying for a defensive goalkeeper. Although you can still go for an attacking goalkeeper, but I feel like defensive goalkeepers at the moment are more useful when you're making use of LBC with no space in between the goalkeeper and the defensive line. And then the CBs. I would recommend one build-up player at least. You can go for two on both sides, left and right. In the center, go for a defender with a lot of pace, the highest pace out of the three. And go for the taller, better jumpers on the sides because they are more likely going for the aerial duels on the sides. After the latest update, destroyers are pulling out too much, are positioned way too high, very high defensive line. And that's something you don't want after the update. They have nerfed quick counter because the defensive line is way too high, and with one or two through passes, your opponent is going 1-on-1 easily with the goal poacher. So you can go for a build-up, you can go for an active playing style, defensive fullback in this case. And then the wingbacks, they are very crucial in this game plan. You can either go for an attacking fullback or fullback finisher. And then the DMFs, also very crucial. The two core players that are dictating, creating the game from the back, collecting the passes from the CBs and then sending away the three in front of them with the through passes, weighted passes, low lofted passes. At least go for one orchestrator in this 2 DMF system. A player that horizontally is asking the ball horizontally from the back, isn't making runs. You don't need your DMFs to make runs forwards. And then an anchorman next to him, purely for the defensive part of this game, intercepting the through passes. And then 2 shadow strikers. Important for this one is, I would recommend 3 different playing styles for this position. First of all, dummy runner, still the most effective playing style up front in my opinion. The runs they're making, the space they're creating for their teammates up front is simply underrated. You can go for a classic 10, but that won't be my top 3 playing style. Creative playmaker is my favorite to use. Another favorite to use, a very useful playing style is a deep line forward. A player that constantly drops down, giving options to the DMFs and the wingbacks. And then the CF position, a must have is a goal poacher. Goal poacher is the only one working at the moment. Very OP, constantly making runs behind the defensive line. Give those through passes with the DMFs or even with SS shadow strikers towards the goal poacher. One is more than enough, and that's how you should play the new meta, the new update. And then instructions, same as my other 5 at the back formations. Go for attacking on both wingbacks. What happens if you don't put the attacking on your fullback finisher? Fullback finisher once again will play like a CMF in the offense if you don't put attacking instruction on your fullback finisher. If you do make use of attacking, he will stay on the wider areas and going for the overlaps, simply giving the passing options to your midfield and attackers. And then the sub tactic possession game. The only difference is, once again, both wingbacks, this time as LMF and RMF, no need to put attacking or defending on them. Because you do play possession, you don't need your players to make runs. The only instruction I'm using is deep line on my DMF. Orchestrator, which is David Beckham at the moment. The reason for that is you want to defend with 5 at least. You want to create a defensive 5-man block. An anchorman automatically drops down already, given deep line to your other DMF. Will make him drop down as well, and then you will have 5 at the back. Very solid block to defend, and that was the tactic. Quick counter is nerfed, yes. That's why I wouldn't recommend quick counter. I would recommend long ball counter and possession only. When do you make use of your sub tactic? If your opponent does make use of possession or LBC, then you will make use of your sub tactic possession game. Only then, to get the advantage in terms of playing styles. And the main tip I can give you after the latest update is patience, guys. Patience. No need to go for 1-2 spamming, 1-2 pass spamming, because that's been nerfed. Make sure to control the ball a little bit more often and give your teammates the time to make the runs. That's why you should control the ball first instead of fast 1-2 passes, especially in the last third, man. Wait for your teammates to make the right runs and then pass it. Some people were asking, what do you do against players using wingers? Well, simply, if your opponent does make use of a left winger, for example, make sure to put defensive on your right back, which is 3PA in this case. And then another instruction, tight marking on your opponent's left winger. If he's making use of wingers on both sides, then put defensive on both wingers. And that's how you simply nullify his attack through the wings. And if you do make use of your sub tactic, which is the using the LMF and RMF, make use of man marking instead of tight marking. What happens if you put tight marking on his winger? What happens is these players on the sides will tight mark him instead. So make use of man marking so you can individually defend his wingers with your RMF and LMF. And that is basically it, lads. Okay, quick counter. Playing with the winger. Maybe I should put left back on him. Yeah, let's just not take the risk. Tight marking. This is an example of when to use your left back or right back defensively, man. Sub tactic, man marking. Alejandro Grimaldo, right wing. And because he's playing quick counter, I won't be playing possession. He's trying to find Messi, you see? That's why we put tight marking, guys. If your opponent does play with a winger. But we don't get runs on my left back. Diego! What is that first time shot, brother? Yes, Puzi. Finesse dribbling. And the finish. Kylian Mbappe. It's Messi, man. No space for his Messi. Grimaldo is eating him alive. Even on my main account, I got Valverde, the latest one, within 100 coins. One spin only. That's how I get Busquets. But not even with 100 coins. Konami gave us 4 weeks in a row, one or two free spins, you know? The epic pack, so I was just lucky. Getting rewarded for once. That's where the space will be, yeah? 3PA. Well, this was luck. Finesse dribbling. Kylian Mbappe. Okay. Game is getting better and better now again. Because I know how to play. The new update. Less 1-2 spamming. More football, man. I'm liking it, Konami. I'm liking it, bro. It's just the smartest they should remove. After controlling the ball, if you go for 1-2 passes straight away, like this, it's easier to intercept for your opponent. So make sure to control the ball first and then pass. It gives you so much more control over the game. And better runs, you know, better runs. Give your teammates the time to run. The new update, once again, the 1-2 spamming is being nerfed. It's mainly because the players don't make runs straight away. Yeah, see? The 1-2 pass being nerfed. I like it, man. I like it. Should take my time now. No, I cancelled though. Penalty? How? David Beckham, show me what you got, bro. With 100 kicking power. Is it 100? 95 perhaps. The reason, I think. Oh, nice cross, nice header. Nice goal. I do think they are rewarding the more patient players now. Which means less 1-2 spamming, less crossing, less what used to be the meta before. Show me what you got then. Gasperini, either lombo counter or quick counter. Nice, we can stick to. Wow, nice pass. That's the first danger though. Well played. I might need defensive on both wingbacks. Great overlap, great cutback. Mbappe. We're taking over now. Go on, Kylian. Make that run then. I should have given a pass. No worries. We still getting the deflections, getting the advantage of the game. Thank you, Konami. Again, control and then pass it, lads. I was aiming left. Double touch. Maradona is showing you, Kylian, how to finish it off inside the box. Maar met hetzelfde rendement als Tadic. Ook vanuit buitenland. Gewoon echt van een hogere competitie. Als het kan. Zulke spelers hebben we gewoon nodig, man. Well played. See? Control the ball and then do the 1-2, guys. Control the ball and then do the 1-2. That's the only way to make it work, man. Hoppa! Look at the options, man. Look at the passing options I've got. From the back to the front. What a tactic, man. What a tactic. 74% possession. That's what you get playing this tactic. This is the new meta. This is my current meta tactic after the latest update. It worked on my Steam account. Great results on my main account on PS5. And now on my RTG on the PS5 as well. Perfect. Possession based tactic this is.